for MaaS. Nothing super crazy here. I'm going to go ahead and get logged in real quick. And this is sort of the matches screen that you have. So when you're looking at your matches, we're trying to surface like the most relevant sort of information that you want as a seller, right? Different types of deal structures, target industries, models, and stuff like that. One of the big things about matchmaking that I think that we're going to try to integrate a little bit more is that there are these sort of hard facts that you want to match with a buyer or a buyer. Like you want to make sure that your buyer is within the same industry as you, that you guys understand and sort of agree on how you want your deal structured and all of that sort of fun stuff. But you know that there are some sort of soft skills that you also want to be able to agree upon, right? So this isn't fully built out yet, but I think that it just definitely gets the point home, right? Like you want to make sure that you have the same sort of risk tolerance. Maybe your innovation style is similar to your buyer, these sorts of things. So with these types of little indicators and bits of information from both the buyers and the seller, we believe that we can probably get a better match for you. That is one of our larger theories and hypotheses as we built out MaaS. And so, yeah, there's all these very interesting things about how you want to approach your growth strategy, maybe even your management style, all of this sort of fun stuff. So, this is sort of a dashboard that does that. So, when with all of these sorts of factors in play, when you go back to your matches, we'll be servicing the ones that we believe match you the most. When you do match with someone, you can accept the match, and what happens is that it goes into your deal room. Now, your deal room is basically a place where you're able to kind of track the acquisition process here. It goes basically from beginning to end. In time, this will be filled out with a lot more cool and fun stuff. I'm just kind of thinking in different types of ways about how we can make this process go a little bit faster. And so, yeah, you can go ahead and track all of your simultaneous buyers and see where they are in the different parts of the process, look at your deal team, all of that fun stuff. So this is sort of that um, part of the process after you actually match with. And on top of that, we also include a couple of tools. This is where I personally feel like things are pretty cool. You can beg to differ. The first thing is a document store. So this is kind of the heart of how we want to be able to surface more intelligible information as you kind of go through different tools. So we're kind of requiring users to basically upload various types of documents um, to your document store so that our AI models can actually train upon the data that you provided. So some pretty cool stuff here. Maybe I go ahead and add in something here, and then it provides you some nice little AI insights about summarizing some of the things that you provided in that particular document. You can continue to do that. Yes, I am actually just uploading random images. This is just a prototype, so it's just providing you some dummy information about some insights that we make. And so this is sort of how we envision at least where you would store your documents. And if you go back to the deal room, you can very easily just sort of send and provide these documents to whatever buyer that you're looking at. The second thing I want to show you is this SIM generator. SIMs are a pretty important part of the acquisition process, as you probably already know. But we're thinking about different ways in which generating a SIM is actually going to be pretty difficult for certain types of sellers, right? If you have a large team, generating a SIM is pretty easy, but if you don't, maybe you don't know how to go about doing it. So how do we leverage AI to do that? Well, if you already have everything in your document store, you have all your information ready. What we're thinking is that basically AI is training on this all of this information as well as other market sources. And what it's going to do is it's going to actually provide you the little tidbits that you actually want included in your sim right off the bat. And all you need to do is basically click the ones that you want. So these are your highlights. These are the things that you probably want included in your sim. So, this list can be pretty long. This one is a little bit shorter. So you're just going to go through each layer of the sim and just include the stuff that you want and not include the stuff you don't want. And you just go through the process like this, your financial performance, and then perhaps your growth opportunities. You click generate sim, and then it's going to go ahead and generate your sim right here. You get all of your fancy stuff. Kevin did tell me that this is what's it called? An investment teaser.
It's a teaser. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool teaser, but it definitely includes all of the information that you would want to provide for your buyers in a very nice, friendly, easily digestible way. Um, and then you can go ahead and download your sim, or basically, yeah, you can either download your sim or send it to your buyers, and that's basically how that works. The last thing I was looking into is a valuation tool. This is pretty rough currently, but if we were able to basically create some sort of valuation mechanism that yeah, where it requires very minimal input by users, but you're actually able to get a particularly solid valuation using different types of data sources as well as your financials and other documents. It's able to kind of on the fly get you that valuation that you want. So yeah, that's basically a super breeze through of some of the stuff that we are building with MaaS. A lot of these ideas are what we believe will become the foundation of more tools and more workflow accelerators as we integrate a lot of this stuff, back into the deal room and try to push people to go from that initial match all the way to deal close. Yes, that's basically that's basically my little. Oh yeah. One last thing. Okay, so modern applications always need a dark mode. So you get the dark mode. Well,
Bro.
Clutch.
Kevin's so you get a dark mode, a light mode switch, because look, you need that. That's pretty essential. So